And we are recording. Okay, welcome everybody, Dwayne and Deb, and it's good to have you both here. We might add a few people as time goes on. I've put out plenty of feelers and plenty of people to come to the call. But it was an exciting weekend in Phoenix, and I'm very excited about the future because the innovations that they've done to the website, to the general system, are very, very, very good. And as you all know, you probably saw the email that I sent out with the different cards. Well, there's even more cards there now. There's like 70 different cards available instead of just 60. So now there's 70, and who knows how many more we'll have by tomorrow or even by the end of the week. But they promised 60, and then now we have 70. So that's cool. I just want to start with a quote by Will Rogers, and it says, "Even if you're on the right track, you'll get run over if you just sit there." So this is important, that we can't just sit on our laurels and wait for people to come along and do work for us. We need to do some work for ourselves. And I know everybody here has been working, so that's good. But I just want to say, carry your own weight, and if we can help, we will. But we have a great support system all the way up to Kevin and Mike Popovich, who are all available to help us if we need the help. All we have to do is reach out to them and let them know we have a need, and we have a great upline. Out of the top 10 earners, we had five of them that I know of. I'm pretty sure there was a sixth that didn't come to the meeting, but I believe six of the top 10 are in our upline. So it's pretty cool. So now they were talking about the pain points, and the pain points basically were the problems that we were encountering, that people either didn't believe us because of skepticism, or they think there's no way you can make that kind of money. But when you think back on the marketing end, we can make a lot of money with just a few people participating. We don't need everybody to participate, and eventually the people who are going to be a problem are going to weed themselves out. So that's okay with me if people just want to sit there on their laurels and not do anything. But starting today, a clock was ticking. They'll have 6 months from today, meaning June 1st. If they don't do an order by June 1st, they will be subsequently deleted from the database. However, if after those 6 months they decide they want to come back and they decide they're going to go sponsor hunting, they will not be allowed to sponsor hunt. They will have to stick with you or me or whoever they are signed up under. So it won't work to say, oh, I'm just going to get out and then I'll get back in and let somebody else sponsor me. So keep that in mind. But I just wanted to say that there's plenty of people out there who can make us a lot of money. Kevin Weldon, who's in our upline, has less than 15% of the people in his group making orders, and he's still making $6,000 or $7,000 a month. So he's doing very well, and he's the top earner in the company. Pain points were these. I can read this. The product exclusions. Now we know what those are. Those are the ones that when we bought something and then we went to thought we were going to get points for it, and we didn't get it because of the product exclusions. And another one was on hold and pending points. Those were a pain. We don't like waiting 60 to 90 days for our points to come. Another one was clearing cookies. there was a problem with that on the system, and now they made it very simple how to do that. And of course, gift card mall. If any of you had to deal with gift card mall, you know that on occasion they just refuse to allow us to pay for our cards, and or didn't deliver them on time, on point like they were supposed to. So a lot of people were left holding the bag because they would go to a restaurant, make an order, then try to download a card, and gift card mall would shortchange them or just not give them their card in time to pay for their meal. So they would be left holding the bag. And again, skepticism. People just don't believe that kind of money could be made when we know we're in $1 trillion industry. We're not asking for $1 trillion for each one of us. We're just asking for a portion of that $1 trillion. And it's there. Companies are making out hand over fist. And if we can convince them that we're going to be loyal to them, they will deliver money back to us. So that's the good news. Now, what are the answers? We're going to be changing to gift cards instead of buying at the retail stores. Now we'll just get gift cards to those stores, and instead of shopping with the links, we'll get the gift cards and then go straight to the website ourselves, or copy them and take those cards, those different cards to the store that we want to go to. And right now there's about 70 of them. And so we're partnering with a company that is the second largest gift card company in the world, and they do $40 billion worth of gift cards every year. So that's a lot of money that they're going to be sharing with us. And the payoffs range from 1% all the way up to 14% for some of the cards. So it's going to be a great deal for us. So the 1%, the only 1% that I saw was Walmart. Walmart's being real chintzy, so we don't know why that is, because originally they had offered 4% and then they rolled back to 1%. But they said they want to see how we do with it. So it's up to us to, when we get able to buy these gift cards, that we do, and that we do our shopping there, and they get real used to seeing us coming in and making purchases. So, like I said, retail brand links are going away and being replaced by gift cards. Right now there are 70 brands. There's no product exclusions. You can buy whatever you want with these gift cards, and no matter what you buy beer or wine or prescriptions or whatever you want, electronics, and you can still get the discount off the card. And so we'll get paid same thing at the end of the month. And it's a practically intuitive download. It'll download to your email almost immediately. And they said usually within 30 seconds. So that's good. We're also going to be going to a different pay processor, and it's called Zellpay.com, ZELLEPAY.com. And they're an up-and-coming pay processor. They're much cheaper than PayPal. They're much just about the same service, and they can send money to and from banks that they represent. And you need to check with your bank and see if they offer Zelle Pay. And if they do, you'll be able to transfer money to and from Zelle Pay into to the bank that you're in. Also, when we get these gift cards, we will not be allowed to use debit cards or credit cards to pay for them. So we will be forced to do something like Zelle Pay to get the money into our account so we can pay for these cards. Like I said, they're not going to be taking credit cards or debit cards anymore for payment for the gift cards. So I could only read my own handwriting. Really good news, contact info will now be available. And also, Dwayne, I want you to know they are going to be doing something like putting our name on the website that we represent. So that's going to be in the upper corner, and they'll also be, the people who are signing up will also be able to get our contact details in case they want to contact us. So we will be getting their contact information, email and phone number, and oh, okay. From Dwayne to everyone. Let's see what you're asking. Good. Yeah, good. Okay. So that's the good news for Dwayne. And so you can go and look at a shell of the new website, and they should be coming out with the new website for us to look at for a month and to peruse for a month. But right now, we'll still maintain doing our orders from the old website, but we can look around and test the new website without actually ordering anything or doing anything like that. But the updates on the gift cards will be on the old website probably tomorrow. So that'll be the good news. The Amazing Rebate Club will remain. Plus, they have a new item in there. So it's going to be Keto Vita, KETO VIDA. It's like Healthy Vita, except it's Keto Vita. And they right now have 4 products, including a fat burn that works while you sleep, and a regular fat burn that works during the day. And also apple cider vinegar capsules in case you want to take that for something. And then the 4th product was, what was the 4th product? I'm trying to think what it was. Oh, can't remember. But it sounded like a good product. I ordered all 4 today, and they average about $20 a piece. So it's a focus and energy pill. So similar to what Zon Nutrition had. So and we heard from all the top leaders, including me. They asked all the people who had qualified for dinner at Dr. Nico's to come up front and say a few words, and then they gave us a gift card, good for $50 at a area restaurant or something like that. I got P.F. Chang, so I'm happy. So that's pretty much what I have. Oh, now I wanted to tell you, there's going to be a new app coming out by the end of the month. Hopefully, they're pressing hard, and this app is nothing short of genius. It looks really good. And we contracted with a big company who wants our secrets, but we're not giving them away too readily. And even if they did get it, most companies don't want to do what we do because we're not for profit. And most companies are for profit, and they don't want to just give away all their profits to us. So even if they find out what we're doing or figure it out, they won't do it because it doesn't make sense for them. Also, with this app, there comes a thing called TrueBot, which will answer your questions, and if it can't answer it, it will try to learn as time goes on and supply that answer to you later. And it's going to be available on Facebook Messenger the same way it was for the Amazon Rebate Club, Amazing Rebate Club. We're supposed to call it Amazing Rebate Club now because Amazon choked and said, no, don't call it that. So we call it the Amazing Rebate Club now. But this TrueBot is interesting. Like they asked it, and then I asked it, what is the meaning of life? And the answer comes back, live life, get paid. So it was kind of cute. So this TrueBot will answer your questions and then offer suggestions to possibly get answers for your questions. I also asked, how do I approach a business for the brand bucks? How can I sign up a business? And it didn't know yet, but it suggested I check with somebody. And so I called Kevin Weldon, and he suggested I check with Mike Sharble, and I did with Mike Sharble, and I got a concrete answer from him on how to do it. But most of the leaders aren't going to concentrate on signing up businesses. They're going to concentrate on signing up people. Now, Mike Popovich, who is also in our upline, but is also a managing partner, says, with this new system, it will be easy to sign up 1 million people. And then he amended it and he says, I'll go one further. I will be able to be responsible for signing up 1 million people. So if he can do it, we can do at least 100,000 each. So it's going to be exciting. But we're advocating with our group to build depth. So if you have a chance to push your team lower, I would say go for it and do your best to push down through the levels and help them. My sponsor is telling me he's gonna sign up one for each of his front runners, including me, and then build under that one. So he's going to be responsible for one leg in each of the 10 that he chooses. And I'm going to do the same thing. So for each of you, like Deb, Dwayne, you're not on my front line, but eventually it'll wash over into you. I'm gonna put one person into your downline, and then I'm going to build that one person exclusively until you get a head start, and then I'll move on to something else, to somebody else like Dwayne or somebody deserving. But I'll be working with the workers. I'm not gonna waste time trying to convince people who don't want to listen to me to do stuff that they don't want to do. And if they don't want to do it, that's fine. Just don't sign up. I've got plenty of willing people who are wanting to work, wanting to make money, and wanting to make a difference in the world. And so we're just going to make a difference no matter what anybody says and no matter what anybody tries. So I would encourage you to do the same thing, to set a rotator, and to if you need help with setting that up, let me know and I'll help you. But it's pretty easy to do. Free rotator is very good, and like it's true. It's free. Now if you want to pay the $10 to get rid of the big ugly banner up top, that's up to you. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. It's just that banner does look ugly. So, but if you pay $10 a year, you'll get that banner removed, and then you'll have a nice clean website. But we're going to start that right away. So I wanted to give you the warning, and I just say go out and do your best. Build as hard as you can, and work like there's no tomorrow. Because if you do, you will realize your dreams much faster and much more efficiently. So trying to think what else I had. That's pretty much it. Are there any questions, Deb or Dwayne? Dwayne, if you want to write it into the comment section, I'll look for it. Any questions at all, Deb? Okay, I'm going to stop the recording.